when history says anything can happen. Welcome to Ann Arbor, Michigan, and the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, Purdue Boilermen on another 10, the Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Boilermakers will kick, return it from near the goal line. The Wolverines offense comes onto the field for the first time today. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammate look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the lead. These are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today. Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
So one play moves the ball to the 38. It'll be first down. And he'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. Defense finally down, but a nice chunk play.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Pass complete for a first down. The off gets a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Haynes. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. Behind the line, it's a loss of 2.
By this defense on this second down run, just stonewalled him at the line. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback, try to get off the field.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And they conversion there. Set up now, first down at the 38.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. As the first down is still going. They stop at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. And believe it.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Run back in the back. He'll get the carry. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Double teams freeing up the backers to make the play.
The 8th play of this opening drive, but it's third and long. Trying to find some room. It's Haynes. They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. First and goal at the 9.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense all day.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
No gain makes it 2nd and goal from the 9. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd. Running out of time in the pocket. The defense stumbled close to the goal line, but not in.
Woo, good job by this defense. That quarterback doesn't need much room. They did a heck of a job to keep him out of the end zone, and now we got a 4th and goal situation.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Defense gets their first crack now. And out comes this quarterback, Kirk, who certainly had his troubles this season facing an elite corner on the other side. Better be careful, right?
Yeah, he better be very careful, Chris. In fact, anytime that ball's in the air in his direction, chances are he's going to get his hands on it. I think if you're smart, you work away from that corner, pick your spots, and find the right guy that has the guts to go up against this corner and try to make a play. I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. Look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Gets rid of it on the move. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends, they move them all over the place and try to find a good match. They had one. They're just unable to complete this.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. But they don't connect. It's complete, and it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. You keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep downfield with the left. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
So this offense is threatening now. Ball inside the 40 after that explosive play. The back's got it. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, down he goes. It's
a really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up 4th down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. And he's got it from a powerful kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Bringing it out, it's Thomas. Tackled at the 13, not great field position to start the drive. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love this. Good job by this corner to come up, get physical, and bring the quarterback down on that option. Never gave him a chance to make his read and toss the ball out.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium visitors to play. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field, looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. On the move now. Breaks loose at the 40. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play fake, looking to throw. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Lets it fly to the wideout. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's going to pull it down and miss a couple of yards. That's good run defense.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Marsh set it down. Spotted at the 48.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Now they trap him for a sack.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. And he drops back in the gun, looking for his big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. It's complete on the crossing route. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Grab with the receiver. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a line manager.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And that one is incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Back to throw again. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Boilermakers.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. Makes the grab. It's Simpson. It's a nice gain. They'll move the football up to the 27. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And the running back takes the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's McCulley. The defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm.
That completion sets up an important third down play. Motion now from the tight end. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And the Wolverines will have to kick this away. This will be the first punt tonight for this offense. And here's the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. Gonna run it. It's Maccabee. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Good down, we're going to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Maccabee. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short in the +27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The receiver grabs it. Able to convert on 3rd. Sets him up now. First down to the 22.
Well, it's 3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving that option for a run. I thought it throws the defense enough for the quarterback to make a quick read, and the result is a first down and a big gain.
The Boilermakers churn out another first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have, but you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
Here's the 2nd down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a choice and pointer if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And it's still a 2-point deficit after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 37.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to ability, be sound at the line of scrimmage, and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That gain sets up a 3rd down play. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. That play will move the sticks, set him up first down at the 42.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Under pressure, just lets it go.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. but sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Incompletion makes it second down. Wants to throw it. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Crucial third down play right here. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
What a play by this defender to step in and swat that deep ball away.
So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. They're going to trust the kicker from 56 yards out. Let's see if he's got the distance. And he's got it, no problem.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. First down and 10. Looking to throw here. Quick completion to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You can stay ahead of the chains, and who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The short hands. It's Ross. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the offense obviously declines that penalty on the defense, and the touchdown will stand. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 2-point lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. The total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
The Wolverines will kick it off to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. Now here he goes. They finally grabbed the senior, but not before he leads the defense on a chase.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
That massive gain has set him up at the 41-yard line, enemy territory. First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. And this one is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open. Would have been a huge gain.
I love the idea of this quarterback just continuing to give his guy a chance. Already making multiple plays. Why not put it up in the air and give him a chance to get in the end zone one more time?
Incomplete, so it's second. Throwing off play action. Bringing pressure. Looks like he's going to run it. He's got the first down and more. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
That's will line up in town. Gun, here's an
really nice game. Held him just a 2-yard bit now for the offense. The guy calling up second and 8 deal. Now he's got to probably think of going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Oh, come on, ref. Give it to him. What a huge run. He takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line. And you could tell once he got through that second level of the defense, he was thinking, I'm taking this to the house. And he almost did, but brought down just short at the 1-yard line.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner decides to field it. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. It's a quarterback keeper. Gets the first and still running. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it. Big positive yards and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. It's a run to the left. He breaks free. They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Morgan. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
How aggressive do you get on first and 10? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Now it's 2nd down here. They're going to run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Michigan. Strong game by this quarterback.
But if somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown, there's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
And they'll set up with the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the Boilermakers will send the punt team onto the field. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown.
Well, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He gets loose. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Third down play for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
And the Wolverines will line up to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. And the wideout goes in motion. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And there's the handoff. Spinning out of the tackle. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
The Boilermakers with 1st and 10 here. They'll try the right here. The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The pass rush closing in. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
It's third down for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to take off here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Heck of a job by this defense sitting back in nickel. Good job of keeping the eyes on that quarterback when he took off the scramble. He's got a long way to go to pick up this first down now on 4th down.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Trying to connect from 40 yards out. He knocks it through with confidence.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Pressure is coming. Looking deep down the left side. What a catch! They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
One big play, and the offense has flipped the field. They're across the 50, set up with a first down. It's a draw play. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
Grab down the middle. It's McCulley. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that and made a nice throw to the receiver. And look at this result. Some positive yards.
And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. The Wolverines keep the football on the move.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
The Wolverines' offense is on the move now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind, it's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Caught over the middle. It's Klein. They finally stop him, but not before it gets to the 16-yard line.
Well, trailing in the game like this, the offense really needed this conversion, and they got it. Let's see if they can build on some momentum after that.
And the Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Tailback with another carry. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
They'll try to run this one in. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Receiver in motion now. On the ground, it's Haynes. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the point after is good, so the lead now is 2 points in the fourth. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Thomas. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Important second down play coming up. Looks right for a quick completion. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Just a great play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a form tackle while driving the offensive player back in the process.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. A deep shot to the right. And when he can't quite hold on, a great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up fourth down.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and walk through his progressions to find his open man.
They'll kick it away here. He's going to try to return the punt. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Yeah, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that previous play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down for the air. Grab down the middle. It's Simpson. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
The Wolverines have 1st and 10 here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He puts it on the turf, and the defense comes up with the football.
That is the last thing this offense wanted to see. They're holding on to a slim lead, and they fumbled away with plenty of time for a game-winning drive going the other way.
Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Gets it out quickly to the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the handoff. He's got the first and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
They go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. That's reeled in. It's Ross. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Extending the play now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
And the quarterback keeps it here. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so in a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Again, makes it second and medium. Looking for some space. It's Maccabee. Nowhere to run. The defense swarms him. They'll lose 5 on the play.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. A deep shot to the left side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
And the Boilermakers will line up to boot it away. He's getting a workout here. It's his 5th punt of the night. And the returner heads out of bounds. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the corner. They'll stop him for a loss.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game when you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use, but what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now second down and 14. Looking to pass here on second down. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Makes the grab. It's Klein. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Leaning on the run game here. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 3rd down and inches. Who is going to win this battle in the trenches? They try to sneak it for the first. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. He's going to hand this off. That's solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, clearly you'd like to keep the clock running after this play if you're the offense with this small of a lead. It just isn't worth it to risk an incompletion on a 3rd down pass here.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. The offense with some pre-snap motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Incomplete and nearly picked off. They waste an opportunity for a much-needed takeaway, but it does set up 4th down. And the Wolverines will have to punt this one away. Punt lands at the 6, but heads into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Receiver makes the catch.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you can go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. And looking to throw now on first down. It's an out route, the catch made. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.